Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back with more aberrant abominations and ambitious atrocity as the alter egos and I delve into the wretched ruin of Perfidious Manor in Darkest Dungeon. And truly, an abomination walks among us, folks. Or rather, the abomination, I guess. I mean, I guess it seems kind of mean to refer to him with a non-specific determiner like an abomination. That'd be like going to your grandmother's house at Thanksgiving and just referring to her as a grandmother the entire time. I mean, that'd get you smacked right upside your head, I'd have to assume. And also, you know, in addition to getting us smacked by grandma, I think referring to Emil Blonsky here as an abomination probably is piling on in the self-esteem department, and I think he has enough issues with his self-esteem and self-loathing without me adding to the problem. He did give himself the name Abomination, after all. Nobody else pinned that on him. It'd be like if Bruce Banner just immediately started calling himself the hulking douche monster after he got blasted with gamma radiation. I think the fact that Emil went straight to Abomination says more about his self-worth than it does anything else. Anyway, let's put aside Emil's esteem issues for a moment. I'm still glad to have him on the team. I mean, whether or not he's completely and totally emo, he's still a heavy hitter. Homeboy took down the Hulk one time, man. They've fought a time or two, and more than a time or two, he's come out on top with the big green. That's no mean feat. So I say we head down to the old embarkation point and see if we can't maybe, I don't know, stroke Emil's ego a little by letting him kick the living shit out of someone. That's really sort of how he gets his kicks. Or barring that, I mean, at least we could maybe find some gold to bankroll a brothel junket for him. Hookers, that'll cheer you up, right, champ? Yeah. Abomination only. This looks pretty good. It is a medium mission. Oh, we'd have to kill the wizened hag for that. I don't really think the team is quite ready for that one. That may be a little... maybe a sort of a reach exceeds our grasp kind of thing. We've already got killing incense. Okay, so, I mean, that's not terrible. We do have a plague doctor, and I'm sort of growing a little. I mean, it's kind of growing on me a little. Alternatively, we could try the Cove. We've never been there before. Still need deeds, though. This is the issue we have. We still need deeds, and we do have a man-at-arms, too, so giving him blight resist and, I mean, disease resist doesn't seem like a terrible idea. And perhaps we should go to the Weald again simply because it would give us a chance to try out our abomination. I would like to give him a go. What's your favored position here, anyway? Seems like 1 or 2 slot is sort of... Actually, it's more like the 2 slot. 2 or 3 hole for you, huh? Well, I mean, he can do okay up front, but we could just put him in the 2nd slot here behind old Mercedes Knight. Though Mercedes, her stress is a little higher than I'm comfortable with, and I think we could probably do without Captain America this time. Who would we put in the 3 hole then? We could, all right, you know what? Let's take Diana Prince. You will not serve with this creature. Beg your pardon? Geez, Wonder Woman, prejudiced much? Do you call him, just straight out call him a creature? I mean, that's not really very cool, Wonder Woman. That's not cool at all. Man, I'd have thought Wonder Woman would be more accepting, but clearly, just, you know, sort of the discrimination that gets heaped on her gender. Wonder Woman doesn't give a single shit. She'd be like, nah, if everybody gets the shit on me for being a woman, I get a shit on that guy for being a monster. Fuck him. No monsters. This is the No Monster Club. The boys kicked me out of the No Girls Club. This is the No Monster Club. I call shenanigans, Diana Prince. Amazonians. Jerks. Bunch of racist douches. I guess we'll just roll with the Plague Doctor then. Pamela Isley has been pretty good for us. And we've got 2 characters here who sort of can heal a little bit. They've got sort of ghetto heals working. And we are going into a level 1 dungeon, so maybe I'm overthinking it. Let's take a little more food than we normally would, just to be safe. I'll go with 14. If we don't eat it, hey, we don't eat it. It's fine. We're going to take 1 medicinal herb. We get 1 anti-venom for free. Got a bandage for free as well. I think that's probably enough bandages and anti-venom. 1 medicinal herb seems good. Let's take a key, and then I think we'll just call that square. Probably over-prepared in the shovel department a little as well, now that I think about it. I really want to stalk down into the Cove, but I don't want to do that with a class I've never tried before, and the Abomination is utterly new to me. Last time I played Darkest Dungeon, they weren't even in the game yet. Big, green, hulking, has gills. I mean, how do I deal with gills here? I'm not making that up. Abomination has gills, so you can't pin that one on me either. Sorry, Abomination. I'm not taking credit for your gills. Why gills, by the way? It makes no sense. Dungeon layout looks pretty good, though. We're relatively straightforward, just completing 100% of room battles. We can walk straight through this and achieve our goal. Off we go. Who wants to dig around in a dead mummy? Well, probably, I don't know, maybe you, perhaps? Alright, well, diseased is not good. Well, you get a little blight. How much damage is that doing? Not that much. You'll be fine. 6 damage, you can take it, Pamela. I mean, it's your thing, Pamela Isley. You got the blight. You should naturally, you're in your element at this point. You should feel at home. I forgot torches because I am a monstrously stupid man. Well, that's not good at all. We have no torches. We have no torches. So what can we do? We can self-heal, stress heal. You can heal 8 stress and 4 hit points. Beast Bile. Good accuracy, does almost no damage, chance to crit. So this is a blight attack. 2 points for 3 rounds, hits 2 guys. Not great. Manacles. Very little damage, but stuns. Or we could transform, change to beast mode. I mean, sure, we should probably go beast mode. Why not? Okay, so we're some kind of werewolf. Holy crap, everybody's real freaked out by that shit. Alright, well, that's terrible. Rake. 40% damage, good crit mod, plus 15% damage from skill Rake. Okay, so he gets that's a hit 2 targets and get a damage buff. That just has a damage attack with a huge chance to crit, and slam. 25% damage does knockback and makes the target lose. Okay, so let's just go ahead and I guess we'll just rake here. Man, the Abomination seems like he hits pretty friggin' hard. We're gonna go ahead and a little self-healing. Pamela Isley with the critical cure and some stress relief, which is good. I think we'll go ahead and suppress with Catherine Bishop, see if we can't slow these enemies down. Also, what the hell else are we gonna do with Ghetto Hawkeye? I mean, it seems like suppressing is probably the right move. Look out, it's Hawkeye, sort of. I mean, it's Hawkeye Jr. up there. We should probably keep our heads down because that's a dangerous foe. What else are you gonna say about Hawkeye? I mean, you should, I guess, sort of maybe look out when Hawkeye is in the neighborhood. You gotta be like, look out, it's Hawkeye. Hey, Emil Blonsky, could you stop getting fucking critical? It'd be real nice if that could happen. I mean, you fought the Hulk one time. If the Hulk punched you like this, you would be punched off of the fucking planet. These guys simply will not leave him alone. They're really racking up the damage on him. Misty Knight and her bionic arm are still doing some work for us. So, this guy gets stress every turn. How is this guy supposed to fight? He gives himself stress. So if we turn back into human... Okay, that gave everybody else back some of the stress that he caused. We'll have him patch himself up a little bit and get a stress heal. I guess we'll go for the cure. The Mercedes Knight. We gotta make sure that bionic arm of hers doesn't fall off, because it will. Let's patch up our Abomination and give him a bonus heal as well. I guess we could just have him throw his chains at people. Just like whip him with the chain. I mean, it works for Ghost Rider. Why can't it work for Abomination? Ghost Rider, he'll whip you with the chain, man. Alright, so Catherine Bishop taking some damage. Apparently everybody wants a little delicious piece of the Hawkeye Jr. there. We'll go ahead and have Poison Ivy patch her up. Could you just kill something, maybe? There you go, Mercedes. Confidence surges, by the way, as the enemy crumbles. Let's do another heal here. That was not quite as much heal as I was hoping for, I gotta admit. Let's go for the stress relief and heal. We've got the bonus healing as well going right now, so the stress relief is good. Little blight here. That should net us a kill before he gets a chance to go. Exactly what we were hoping for. Man, Poison Ivy is top notch. In my previous campaign, I was completely dead set against Plague Doctors. I think they were, at the time, perhaps the shittiest class in the game. It really seems like they've given them a lot of help, though. They're considerably better now. How much are you bleeding for? So you gotta bleed 6 more, huh? Let's just get rid of that. We gotta do this whole dungeon here in the dark. I'm glad it's short, and I'm glad the way forward is fairly straight. The Abomination can heal himself, so if we're gonna have anybody doing dangerous and stupid things, I really think Emil Blonsky is the right man for the job. One, we've already talked about his self-esteem issues, so it's easy to convince him to do things that, you know, perhaps a less foolhardy or more, you know, somebody who was had a little more, I don't want to say less tenuous grip on life, but maybe somebody who had a little more to look forward to than the Abomination would be a little more hesitant to engage in such activities. I guess we'll just have you whip your chain at something. What does that even do? 4 damage and a stun. I mean, it's okay. Here comes the slime. Amiel takes a whack. Let's get some blight working here. I think early we'll start this off. We've got the stun. We'll get some blight damage on that. There we go. Let's see if we can get a kill. Beautiful. You know, I make fun of Mercedes Knight for having terrible, ridiculously stupid powers that don't actually do anything with just a bionic arm. But you know what? For a little gal whose only fucking advantage in life is that she has a bionic arm, she's getting the job done here. I mock Misty Knight pretty hard, but maybe I should stop. Maybe she's the reason heroes for hire are still available for hire instead of all being dead, when they clearly are outclassed in every single category and every encounter, fight, or battle they've ever been in. I mean, they keep coming back. Is Misty Knight the reason? Is her bionic arm, like, just enough to get the job done? I'm really getting worried about our light situation. I'm not afraid to admit. These guys are hugely blight resistant, right? Yeah. 60%, which makes it definitely a not fantastic idea. We might be able to stun the Acolyte, however, if we get lucky. I mean, well, we put some blight on him. I don't want to give everybody extra stress by going full crazy town. This is also a blight attack, which sucks. Maybe we could stun one of these guys with a chain. Give him the old Ghost Rider maneuver. Alright, well that worked. Okay, so the Abomination, they seem like... Ouch. Well, I mean, I was going to push us back. The critical is definitely not good, but apart from that, the damage was minimal. We're getting a lot of stress here. The Abominations seem like they're really troublesome in the stress department. We should probably kill this yeah. We really need to make sure that you die before you can hit us with another stress attack. With the heals we've got on board, we're okay from a damage perspective, I think. Just having blight attacks here really kind of sucks. Alright, well, we got nothing else to do, so Poison Ivy, this is like fighting Batman, so I mean, this should be right up your alley. Your main primary attacks do nothing because, of course, Batman took the Bat-idote before the encounter began. Sorry, you should expect the Bat-idote, really, at this point, Poison Ivy. I mean, if you're not, there's clearly something very wrong with you. Good old shot there from Catherine Bishop. She has healing arrows, too, because, like Hawkeye, she brings all the boys to the yard, 1 and 2. Hey, don't tell me Hawkeye doesn't bring all the boys to the yard. You're saying Hawkeye doesn't bring all the boys to the yard. Oh, I beg to differ. Clearly, you have never seen Jeremy Renner. He's an attractive man. He brings me to the yard. Yeah, let them bring me to the yard. Okay, you want to have a go, Hawkeye? Yeah, all right there. Hawkeye, definitely a Lothario as well. Well known for loving the lovely ladies when it comes time to love the lovely ladies. Does this hit more than one person? Gives her a damage boost. Also a small heal. I think we probably just need to kill him, man. This is one less dude swinging at us. If we're gonna go for the heal, we'll have Catherine Bishop shoot you with a healing dart. I'm gonna guess that's the explanation for why she can heal. Some kind of mystical healing arrow. Our Abomination really hasn't done a lot of beast mode action, but it really hasn't seemed necessary. I mean, his chain attack so far, for a stun, it actually does okay damage. Most stuns do terribly shitty damage, but his seems okay. Now we got, what, 8 damage? We got 24 damage ticking up on that guy. He's all but dead. Little wailing on him, and Catherine Bishop's gonna go ahead and pop a heal. I guess we'll throw it at Misty Knight. Again, we gotta keep that arm attached. That shoulder is just flesh and bone. That arm will come right the fuck off of there. You get too crazy with that bionic arm, man. I mean, it's just gonna fall off and flop around on the ground. Like, how many hallway fights are there? What is this guy? Okay, clearly he's a madman, because it says right on his thing, madman. So, Adrenaline Rush, cures Blight and Bleed, heals 1 hit point. I'm a little concerned about what the Madman might be capable of, so let's not right? Well, he's definitely capable of dodging. I think we gotta go beast mode here. This fight, oh, that's so much stress. He really hits hard in beast mode, though. Huh. Alright, well, let's do a little suppression here. That got us a kill, and we dropped the debuff on 2 of the remaining foes. 3 stress relief as well, which is nice, because shit, we need it at this point. Can we hit that guy? Nope. We could go for the stunning blast. Let's... You know what? Nah, let's just poison him. If we can get some blight working on the madman, I feel like that'll be a positive thing. The abomination's stress to the party sort of mechanic is really not good. His inability to heal... Oh, what the fuck is that? Holy shit! An AoE stress attack. Okay, so this madman is stupefyingly dangerous. Knockback 2, -10 dodge, -2 speed. Do we have anything that could hit the back row? None of these attacks hit the back, huh? Okay, well that's bad. I guess we'll just rake these dogs again. Put 1 in the kill box and 1 is very, very grievously injured. We gotta keep piling damage on this madman, because this crazy bastard, we can't afford to have him hit us again. Beautifully done. Man, Poison Ivy is really holding it down. The abomination taking a little damage. We're gonna hack that dog's head off. We get stress relief when we... Okay, so we do get post-fight stress relief, which I guess is sort of nice. Another reason we're getting so much stress, of course, is because of the darkness. We need to bear that in mind, too. Left luggage. Well, since Emil has the least stress, we're probably going to have him open it. 2 onyx. It's not nothing. We may have to bail out on this just because I'm stupid man and forgot torches. How many more fights do we... How many hallway fights are in this friggin' dungeon? So many hallway fights. Alright, well, we're gonna have a hallway fight here. We're gonna have to bulk up a little bit with some of our extra food. We're gonna have to pound down some protein pills before we get into this. Yes, Emil, I know that you're hurting, and I'm doing what I can, but let's face it, Emil, your biggest hurts are emotional hurts, man. And they're not anything that I, Perfidious Pete, am necessarily equipped to deal with. We got 3 dogs, and is that a bad guy or an obstacle? Ouch. The stress from the criticals really is going to be a problem. If this is not our final room battle here, we're definitely done in this dungeon. We cannot stay and endure any more of this. We got, I was going to say, we got no stress relief for our critical. That's horseshit, but we did, so I rescind my horseshit. Rabid Rush. Wow, that's not at all a ridiculous level of stress. I'm doing this specifically for it doesn't give stress relief to anyone else in the party. Well, that's really shitty. I'm not sure how the abomination is supposed to be tenable as a party member then. They don't really seem like they make a whole lot of sense. If they pile stress on everybody else, they would have to do... It seems like they need to do way more damage than they actually do in order to be a viable party member. Alright, you need to kill something here, Misty. Alright, 1 of the dogs is dead, that's good. 3 stress relief for you, which is probably not as much as we might have liked. Catherine Bishop's gonna throw a heal. We're gonna whip this dog. We're gonna whip it good. Whip it with a chain. And they have attacked no one but except our Plague Doctor this entire fight. It's just Plague Doctor, Plague Doctor, Plague Doctor. Makes me a little salty that they're focusing so heavily on the Plague Doctor. Not gonna lie about that. How much bleed have you got? 1 down here, taking 3. Alright, well, we're gonna feed you to the maximum then. We'll fill your gullet with food, Poison Ivy. Besides, if you ask me, Poison Ivy, you could use to put on a few pounds. I mean, what's wrong with being curvy, huh? What's wrong with the curves? Oh, he can't eat anymore. So our Plague Doctor is full. Pamela, clearly Pamela Adsley's like, no, it's going straight to my hips, man. I've got to conserve my girlish figure. How will I ever seduce the bat if I put on the extra pounds? And you know what I say to you? I say, what if Batman likes, what if he likes a little more curvy dame, huh? Ever think about that? Maybe Batman likes the curves. Maybe the Batman likes a more voluptuous lady. You don't know, Poison Ivy. I mean, your current attempts haven't really succeeded in wooing the bat. Maybe you should try something a little different. These dogs, they've got the delicious scent and delicious taste of poison ivy. She's in there, they've got her scent. They've got a taste for blood. They want the sweet gammy tang of human flesh, they just won't let it go. If this is not our last room battle, we're definitely done in this dungeon. With the full darkness like this, we can't withstand any more of this. It's too much. And we have rabies. Brilliant. I'm gonna wonder if, actually, I wonder if rabies does what it used to do. If rabies does the same thing that it used to do, I may keep it. As I recall, rabies used to be minus accuracy and plus a whole shitload of damage. And when I used to get rabies, I would keep it because the bonus that you got from the extra damage more than outweighed the loss that you suffered in accuracy for having it. The damage was worth the penalty. The juice was worth the squeeze, is how it used to work. And so our abomination's gonna whip it good. Taking a lot of bleed damage here. Alright, let's take a look at this rabid situation. Catherine, what does rabies do? Minus 10 accuracy, plus 50. Okay, so it's exactly the same. You know what? I think we keep it. I'm kind of okay with the rabies. Especially for our... let's see if we can kill this man. Yeah, there's the rabies at work right there. Sometimes you just gotta let the rabies work. You just gotta let it do its thing. Poison Ivy's gonna cure a little bit, and why couldn't they have given Mercedes night rabies? Extra 15% damage on our Hellion would be huge. Please be over, dungeon.
Success.
Oh, thank you, dungeon. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm gonna continue adventuring just long enough to open this chest because I do have a key. So we'll unlock this. I will take the hidden compartment and the heirlooms therein, which was huge because, man, we got a shitload of gold for that. And I got to assume that's because we were fighting in full darkness, right? I mean, the extra huge payouts was because of the darkness, but that's it. We're done. We're bailing out of here. This is it. We got an achievement. I know you guys can't see it. The price we pay for sanity, which I guess means something to do with the fact that everybody's crazy as shit after coming back on this mission. Pamela Isley's gibbering about her dietary concerns. Catherine Bishop is talking about figuring out a new way to shoot people but not have it cause wounds and heal instead. Mercedes Knight's just wondering what the hell is going on, why everybody's babbling. Meanwhile, Emil Blonsky is listening to My Chemical Romance and cutting himself. Things are not going well there. So, oh, that's bad. Picked up Manslayer, which is good, but a torn rotator cuff. We gotta fix that on Mercedes Knight. Those melee skills are very important for her. Emil Blonsky has Necromania, which is terrible. That means he'll paw around at corpses. Second Wind? I mean, I guess it's okay. So we're definitely going to need to go to the old sanitarium and do a little maintenance on some of our folks.
The plume.
So Bruce Wayne is no longer suffering from hysterical blindness. That's good. And Anthony Masters, the Taskmaster, is no longer afraid of mankind. Emil Blonsky makes it to level 1. Mercedes Knight makes it to level 2. So let's go to the old sanitarium, because again, we got some folks who need a little help. Torn rotator cuff. Tuckered out really sucks too, actually. We need to get rid of both of these. Oh, it's so expensive. Alright, well, into the treatment ward. Mercedes Knight, see, I told you, her bionic arm's just going to rip itself right off. How the hell do you think she tore her rotator cuff? How do you think that happened? I'll tell you. It's because she's got a bionic arm strapped to just regular meat. You know what? You can keep the rabies. The rabies is fine. We can treat any other disease, and I think, I think Catherine Bishop keeps the rabies too. I think we hang on to the bees, man. We bees in a trap like Nicki Minaj. We hang on to the bees. Bruce Wayne, what's your other disease? Tetanus, which sucks. Because it's all penalty. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll guess we'll send you and get you a tetanus shot then, champ. Seems like the bat should have been immune to something as common as just a little bit of fucking tetanus, Batman. What brought down the bat? Lockjaw. Sorry, he just couldn't eat, starved to death. Bruce Wayne got lockjaw and died. Well, that sucks, because we really would like to pick up a new trooper, but I don't really think we need another highwayman, and I'm not a big enough fan currently of the Abomination to think we could, you know, afford to roll with 2. So I think we'll hold off on that. Will we have a valid team for our next adventure? I mean, yeah, we can. It's going to be a little cobbled together. I'm real salty about our selection of troopers here. So much so that I'm going to do that.
Word is traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant cities.
Settle yourself down, narrator. Distant cities' ambitions aren't really that big of a concern for us. We do need to get some stress relief as well, so... Poison Ivy, she is experiencing religious visions and delusions and is prone to investigating the dark arts. Of course, she's a manslayer. Have you seen the curves on Poison Ivy? I tell you what, she used to be kind of skinny, bony, but she's put on a little extra weight, and those curves paying some dividends for you, man. Paying some dividends. So since she's obsessed with gods and god bothering in general, I think we'll send her to the transept and have her pray for a little stress relief. Catherine Bishop, is there anything you won't do? Well, you're a stress eater. Fantastic. And you take huge stress damage from beasts, which sucks, but as far as relief sort of goes, you're kind of doing anything. And unless the keeper is here drinking in the bar, nope, he's gambling. Man, this guy is nothing but vice. The caretaker, it's all vice. I mean, usually he's in the brothel, which, I mean, it's supposed to make sense if I was the caretaker. This is probably, you know, I say that, but if I got my choice, I probably would idle my time in the bar, really. Brothel, it's all well and good, but I mean, how do you warm up for the brothel? You hit the bar, that's how. Yeah. So now that I've discussed my proclivities when it comes to brothels, hitting the bar first always seems like a great idea. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up before I sort of expose any more of my vices. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see more of me stupidly foraging around in the dark because I'm too dumb to bring a torch, might also consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes of Darkest Dungeon every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Assuming I'm smart enough to bring a torch and make light by which to see, of course.